everyone. Today is Saturday. Wendy, full train. Lily Lou in the crate because she wants to fight the matriarch, Wendy. They're seeing eye to eye, and I had Wendy in the crate, and Lily kept going up there and like ferociously going at it. So Lily Lou, she's a little red Baron pup, and so Wendy and came with us this time. We're expecting her litter in 2 weeks, so shaved all the feathers off the rear end and such. She doesn't even blow her coat. I don't know where, oh, there's fuller action. Anyway, I wanted to share with you, we pulled in, and immediately around the beech trees, excuse me. I mean, right all out in front of the cabin, everywhere. This will be part of my dinner this evening. And of course, get out of there, Cole. Cole likes cashews, by the way. I was a little apprehensive giving them to him, but when I'm eating them, he's like, okay. If you've seen a mushroom going like this in the wild, it's likely you'd be like, it's bright, stay away, it's bad for you, poisonous. They do have a couple little, not grubs, slugs on them. Not that that's a sign that they're by no means would be safe to eat, because certain species can adapt to eating poisonous things, and etc. These are called chanterelles, and Wilson family are quite prominent up here. And when we first got our place, so we were walking through the woods, and we come upon a gentleman who had his shirt out and full of these, holding them in his shirts like such. And we're like, and talked, introduced ourselves, etc. And if any of you come to Indian River, may be familiar with the Wilson restaurant that is on the water. They're relatives. And we're like, what are you doing? I mean, this is just what? This is a 12-pack box of Smirnoff's glass. So there's quite a few just right here. I was going to go for a walk, pick some. Like, I don't think I'll have to go far, but he said, yes, they're safe to eat. And the first year, of course, we picked some. And, we both didn't eat them. So I went first, ate a few, waited a half hour, waited an hour. And, he picked them here. He tried to leave some of the bits. So, I pulled that one right from the middle. Excuse me, Cole. At any rate, these ones are little, so we'll leave them. And so we cooked them up. And, there's Kohler with a 6x6, That's his chew toy. There's the maple that we're going to make cabinets out of. So anyway, to the chanterelles, we fried them in butter, and they taste like pancakes. So, oops, there's the cabin. So happy to be here. So very happy. So for a walk on the trail, but I don't know that I'll need to. And here's a beech tree. And again, oh, come on, don't get Wendy. Get chanterelle. Get Wendy. Please get. They walk over them. So you try to leave the base. Get. Bye. Bye. Alright, I'll go ahead and pick this one. How often you may have to. They're just everywhere. Everywhere. Little group. I just seen a large group. Oh. Here. So, it's just crazy how many there are. And of course, I will go online real quick. My husband's like, I don't know if they're the same ones. And it's been some time since we had them. But when we did have them before, we really had to search for them. They are so plentiful. I don't know. It's crazy how many there are. Morels. Get, little man. Morels in this area. Very high concentrated area for morels in most of Michigan here. We've had people that will park at the base of our property, and, they walked up and just use their bathroom and such, and like from Ohio or whatever, and got morel mushroom plates. License plates, and we would and could pick them, but we're not, we don't come up here right for that. But many people do. They love to eat them. As a child, I picked them with my uncle, who's Junior, who very much knew mushrooms and morels are very good to taste. But you have to come up the right time of year, and that's like with anything. We'll leave these little guys. It's not like I don't have about 4 pounds in 2 minutes. So I wanted to share that with you, and like I said, we just got here. So I'm gonna go picking, and I don't know, I would hope that I'll probably find like, I mean, this is in our driveway. Right at the cabin. And my sister-in-law and brother-in-law were up here last weekend. She was up for a run, a marathon deal up north, and does it often. And, so I don't know if they weren't even out yet because they didn't mention them. And I mean, it's not as if you can't see them, but they were just, when we pulled in, you could see them, bright orange. So perhaps this is just on time. But we'll share more throughout the weekend. We've just been here an hour. So at any rate, I brought Lily with us. Just for anyone that may have any interest, I happen to have a 2-year-old long coat female that I got back from a family here in Michigan. She's spayed, and she's a wonderful, wonderful dog. I'll have to spend some time working with her. Very obedient leash, no sit. She was with me for a year, sweetie. And so I would like to you to know that after a little more time with me, she's been home 2 weeks. I do plan to look for a home for her. It has to be the right home, right family, and that's like with any animal we place on an adoption contract. Look at from the drive going in. I'll keep this brief. This is our flower garden I planted. There's snapdragons and little fake ones, and one of the snapdragons is bloomed right there. But this whole area where you see those, you see little stakes back there, I planted like 5 rows of sunflower seeds. At home I did as well, along our whole property, and home they're coming up flourishing. And I planted many different species of the sunflower, and at home they're just lovely. Well, let me tell you something here. I planted them here and all over in that area. They must be quite tasty, and those little green shoots that came up because the deer or elk one, or perhaps even the black bear, they have eaten every one, and this would be a prime place for them to come up. But the snapdragons, they must be bitter or such. I know they're not poisonous, but I planted them like up on the rocks, so made this a rock garden. Very artistic, but I mean that's bland, of course. But established in 2005, so we've been here almost 10 years. So next summer will be 10 years. Well, I thought I'd share our arrival with anyone who is curious. There's Gold Rain. So have a wonderful weekend, and I intend to continue to take and post. Come on, old man. He might be 10, but he is a robust beast. And I know some of you that have his pups, they love him, and he's a good boy. And there's our beautiful Wendy Woo. All right.